They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Here's Pollard again. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 19-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
A gain of 3, second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On second down, it's Pollard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll run with Pollard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they come up now, 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Buccaneers 7, Bills 3.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Michael Dixon is set to kick off.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Henry again on 2nd down. Oh, he bowls over it. Not able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Again, it's Henry. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
The Bills at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Here's Allen to throw it. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a football.
And he takes it in across the track for a Bills touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are once again back in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Here is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Oh, they're changing this at the line. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio that once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. People will kiss it on the ground.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Now we've got a timeout for an injured player, and oh, this is certainly notable. That's Josh Allen, who's in some pain out there.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks and tables end up with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Prescott.
That is caught.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Play fake. Here's Prescott. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Play action now. Prescott. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott forced out to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the difference is 6 points as we get set to resume action here in this third quarter of play. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
This is 2nd and 8.
Prescott now, option right. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play. Patterson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Prescott now. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Here we go, here we go.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down.
Have the 60.
Henry up the middle. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Corral.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. The Bills send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. Let's take it inside his own 40.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. On play action, Prescott. in trouble, and he's taken down. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
Their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. It isn't normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty, and the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because you're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Now Corral.
They set up the screen for Henry. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line and give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Prescott now, option right, and holding it, maybe the wrong decision, as he stopped in the backfield. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try to push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
A give to Pollard running left. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 111 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They'll give it to Patterson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Second down, goal to go. Pollard is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal. Here's Prescott.
And this is going to be incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Zone touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyler Boyd with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bucs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it is good. So they take the lead, and now the pressure falls on their defense to try and hold on. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Corral. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Pass complete. It's likely. And he is going to have the Bills' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Here's Corral. St. Brown on the catch.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Buccaneers have just about sewn up this football game.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing,